This time we're going to graph a quadratic equation, and as a key part of finding the graph of the quadratic equation, we're going to find the vertex. Let's read our helpful hint. Oh, sorry. We'll shoot again. Now we're going to graph a quadratic equation. As part of the work for finding the graph of the quadratic equation, we're going to find a very important point, the vertex. We need to be guided to the steps that we will do, so let's read our helpful hint. Make sure that the quadratic equation is written in the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Use the vertex formula to find the vertex. Next, find the intercepts by setting y equals 0 and x equals 0. Notice that if a is less than 0, the graph shows a parabola opening downward. Now let's see if we can find this vertex and the other information so that we can do our graph. First of all, we notice that in our equation, if it's in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals the value of y, that a has the value -1, b has the value 8, and c has the value -12. So if I use the formula, the vertex occurs when x equals -b over 2a. That's going to happen at -8 over 2 times -1. That gives us -8 over -2, or 4. So the vertex is going to occur when x is 4. What is y when x is 4? We'll have to find out. So we have minus x squared minus 4 squared plus 8x plus 8 times 4 minus 12. This gives us a -16, because 4 squared is 16, but there's a minus sign in front. 4 times 8 is 32 minus 12. So we need to combine these numbers together, and if we do that, we see that we have y equal to 4. Now, if we make a simple table of values, we'll record this very important point when x is 4, y is 4, and that is our vertex. Now let me do a little erasing, and we will finish the rest of the work that we need to do. We would like to find the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts. Suppose we let y equal 0. Then we have the equation 0 equals minus x squared plus 8x minus 12. Now, most students find it's kind of hard to factor an equation that has a negative x squared term. So a simple thing to do is just to add x squared to each side, add minus 8x to each side, add plus 12 to each side, and we have the equation in the form x squared minus 8x plus 12 equals 0. That can be factored right away. We see that if we multiply x minus 2 times x minus 6, that will give us x squared minus 8x plus 12. So x minus 6 equals 0, and x equals 6, x minus 2 equals 0, and x equals 2. So we've discovered when y equals 0, x is 6, and when y equals 0, x is 2. We would also like to find the y-intercept, so we're going to let x equal 0. If we do that in the original equation, we have y equals minus 0 squared plus 8 times 0 minus 12. Now, 0 squared is 0, minus 0 is just 0. 8 times 0 is 0. So we're going to end up adding 0 plus 0 minus 12 and get -12. So we've discovered when x equals 0, y equals -12. Now we have all the information that we need so we can go ahead and do our graph. Well, we have a table of values. Let's do a graph of our parabola. We said that because a was negative, it's a parabola opening downward, and the key point to work with is the vertex at 4, 4. So in the x direction, we count over 4. In the y direction, we count over 4. And this becomes the key point, the vertex. Now we discovered along the x-axis there are two intercepts. When x is 6, and when x is 2. So we have for ordered pairs 6, 0 and 2, 0. We have this key point, the vertex, 4, 4, and we know along the y-axis it crosses at 0, minus 12, so the y-intercept is at negative 12. We count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Way down here is the y-intercept, 0, minus 12. Now we want to connect those points with a smooth graph. It's a parabola opening downward. And on the right-hand side, it curves in the same fashion. Now, if you want to get more accurate, you could plot more points, but those are the critical ones to see where it crosses the x-axis, where it crosses the y-axis, and the most important point is the vertex at 4, 4. When you're graphing a parabola, be sure to obtain the vertex and at least 3 other points so that you can make a sketch.